What's up, Frame Fitness? My name is Piper, and we got ourselves a 20-minute workout. We are focusing on your core and on your glutes, and all you need is your body and a little space to move. So once you're all set up here, you're going to find a little spot. Today's workout, we have ourselves 6 blocks of exercises, 3 moves each. Each block ends in a panda position. So if you're ready, you're going to join me on your back. We are starting with dead bugs. Starting off here, laying on our back, we are starting in our dead bug position. Move number 1, block number 1, your arms reach the ceiling like a zombie or a dead bug, legs in tabletop, and then from here, let's have a great workout. You're gonna reach opposite arm, opposite leg towards the walls, reaching, and then coming back up, straight up towards the ceiling. So we're alternating sides here, and it's just the first move of our 20-minute workout. So making sure that you're connecting your arms and legs to your core, almost like you've got a gravity blanket laying down on your abs. You wanna have your ribs down into the body, belly button all the way down to the spine. And when you bring your legs up, you guys, remember, keeping your heels away from your butt. You don't want your heels dropping down. As you reach your arms, really reach your arms back so you can feel that stretch through the lats, but without getting your shoulders up into your ears. From here, in 10 seconds, we're gonna go straight to move number 2. We've got our half windshield wipers coming up. In 7, in 6, you ready for this? We got 5, arms come out into an A position, 45 degrees from the body. In 3, 2, and 1. From here, arms come out to the side, and for our half windshield wipers, we're gonna take our legs to the side, up through the middle, and then out to the other side. It's a really good way to connect ourselves to our core, especially coming off of that dead bug, right? With our dead bug, our arms and legs were moving. Here, we get to twist from our trunk. So trying to keep the back of your head down, try to keep your shoulder blades down. And with our arms here just 45 degrees from the body, it's a little bit tougher. If you need a modification, take your arms a little bit wider out to the side. You'll get a little more stability there. All right, so think about your belly button pulling all the way down and keep your breathing smooth, okay? So trying not to hold your breath at any point in these exercises. After all, we're gonna try to fire through these moves one after another with only 20 minutes to work out. We gotta make the most out of our time. So from here, in 7, in 6, remember each of these blocks ends in a panda. We're gonna be on hands and knees in 3, 2, and 1. Here it comes, hands down, knees down, and then we're gonna pop up off of those knees. This is our panda position. So taking your feet just a little bit wider, we're going into our panda knee taps. You're gonna tap hand to opposite knee, and then trying not to rock the body too much. You're gonna have to really push down into the hands, squeezing front ribs into back ribs, and then trying to keep your shoulders stable as well. This, significantly tougher than that dead bug, right? We are starting to get our body nice and warm. So from this position, as you push the floor away from you, making sure that you can feel front ribs lifting up into the body, belly button into the low back. Team, you've got yourselves 7, in 6, here for 5. We're laying down on our back, block number 2, in 3, 2, and 1. Here it comes. We're going straight to knee slide crunches. Hands go on the thighs, and then we're gonna squeeze from the upper abs. Get your fingertips up above the knees. Whew. And then when you come back down, we gotta really squeeze, resist gravity on the way down. And as you get that lift, think of the entire depth of your six-pack pressing into the body. Feel the space between the hip bones. Pull all the way in, chin away from the chest. And of course, if you need a modification here, you can always go hands behind the head, making sure that as we're squeezing, we can feel our abs pressing into the body, never ever puffing the abs outward. All right, team, from here, as the shoulders stay away from the ears, you keep your breathing as smooth as we can. We've got 7, we've got 6. Move number 2 on that second block. We're going reaching glute bridges in 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. From here, you're gonna press your feet down into the floor, reaching, arm back behind you, and then other side. So as you get this reach, you wanna feel your feet push down and making sure that your knees pointing the same direction as your second toes. You don't want your knees to come bowing outwards. You don't want your knees collapsing inwards. And for the arms, got these little like robot arms here when we start, and then push. Good. So we've got abs and lower body focus today. So making sure that here you can feel the lower body working as we start to push hamstrings. That's going to be the backs of your legs. And of course your glutes, connecting everything right back into the core. So as we get that reach, whew, 2 more. Pull, 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 pull with those abs. Nice. We got 1 more. We're headed right into that panda. 3rd move, 2nd block. 3, 2, and here it comes. Whew. All right, catching our breath here. The knees are in a hover in this panda position, and we're taking it straight into our panda step backs. You're gonna step back, back into the plank, and then in, rinse and repeat. So back, back, and then in and in. Now, I always forget to switch which leg is. So if you can alternate, awesome. And if you forget to alternate, just do it when you remember. In the end, we always come out even. So as you reach, and in. From the waist up, you should look like a statue, right? The upper body, nice and strong, pushing the hands firmly down. If you can, spread your fingertips just a little bit wider. Really push down through the heels. You guys, we're doing a fantastic job. From here, we got 10 seconds away. Block number 3, we're gonna start really getting to the lower body now. In 7, in 6, we're starting with our left side, single leg glute bridges. In 3, in 2, and in 1. Here it comes. From here, laying down on your back, left foot down, right ankle on top of the left knee. Get our robot arms ready. Push down to the left foot, squeeze your glutes, hoist your hips off the floor, and then resist on the way down. Whew. So as you lift, right? Trying not to roll up like a wave here, but like a really strong single unit as the hips lift upwards, really aiming your tailbone towards in between your knees. So when you get that squeeze at the tippy top, both glutes are squeezing, but of course, focusing here on that left side. You can feel the top of your head resting down on the mat. You can feel the space between your chin and your chest. And of course, remembering to breathe. So as we're breathing here, oh, I know, it's the first thing to go, right? We always forget to breathe when we start to work hard. So here, as we're remembering to breathe, you can push your upper arms down into the floor, getting just a little bit more leverage. You got 7. We got 6. Get ready to hold it up in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold this up. And then from here, just little pulses as you push down to the foot. Block number 3, move number 2. We're headed into our clamshells left side, laying down on the left in 3, 2, and 1. From here, coming onto that left side, left forearm down, left elbow underneath the left shoulder, and then taking that right hand right onto that right hip, you're going to lift the hips up away from the floor. And then as we get that squeeze in the left side waist, we're getting the side of the butt working. And then final step to add, we're gonna add this right leg. So as we lift up, lifting right knee off of the left leg, squeeze, and right back down again. So really thinking about pressing your hips forward when you do this, okay? We can't just lift the hips up. We've got to lift open, squeezing both sides. And as we get that lift, good, chin away from the chest. All right, team, whew, not here too much longer. In 10 seconds time, we're straight into our panda position. We got 6, we got 5, hands and knees, they're coming for you. In 3, 2, and 1, here it comes. Hands and knees, panda position. Whew. Okay, block number 3, move number 3. We're still on legs, so we are going left side, panda position, donkey kick. Your right knee hovering over the mat right now, and then your left leg bent at this 90 degree. We're gonna squeeze the left side glute. Right leg starting to really work as we do this as well. Your right quad is gonna feel this, and as we get that push away from the floor, we can feel abs working, core connected to the legs. So always trying to connect upper body to our lower body as we do this. We got ourselves 10 seconds away. Whew. In 7, in 6, we're gonna start on our back again. We're headed to the right side, single leg glute bridge. In 3, 2, and 1. Ooh, here it comes. Come laying down on your back, right foot down, left ankle on top of right knee. We've got our little robot arms going on, and then push down into that right foot, lifting hips up towards the sky, chin away from the chest, just like you know it, okay? So officially onto the right side, especially coming off of that panda donkey kick. Whew, you can already feel the front side of the right leg working, so focus extra on the back side of the leg. You want to think about your right hamstring, back of the thigh. You want to think about your glutes working, both of them squeezing. Think about your tailbone aiming towards in between the knees as you squeeze. And don't be afraid to use the forearms or the triceps to push down into the floor, okay? Once again, though, one strong unit from the shoulders to the knees at the top of the move, so not rolling up like a wave, but hoisting hips up, squeeze, and then come back down again. Okay, good rule of thumb. Your kneecap should always point the same direction as your second toes, straight down the middle, so making sure that your right knee, it's not bowing out to the side, it's not collapsing inward, and then from here, whew, we got ourselves 7, in 6, here for 5. We're headed into that right side clamshell, so we're gonna be down on that right side of the body. In 4, in 3, 2, and 1. Here it comes. All right, team, right elbow down, knees stacked. We're gonna start with just the lift first, connecting into the right side body. Give yourself a couple reps here. Make sure everything's exactly where you intend it to be. Right elbow underneath shoulder, hips stacked in a line, and then, whew, when you're ready to rock and roll, we're adding that left leg to the motion. So as we get the squeeze up, you wanna feel lats, obliques, glutes, whew, it all connects together. So as we get that pull, think of pressing your hips forward. There you go, good. We're doing a great job now. Keeping neck in line with the spine. You don't want your head flopping around on this exercise. And those of you guys going for the extra credit here, you can have your left hand really pushing down on the hip. You want to resist your own tension on the way down. We got to hold ourselves accountable here, right? Keeping an eye on you as best I can. Ooh, but I'm working hard too. We got 7, we got 6, in 5, meaning in that panda position. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here it comes. On the hands, on the toes, here in that panda position. All right, let's do it. Your right leg. You're gonna lift, squeeze your glutes at the tip top, coming right back down again. So as we get that lift, squeeze at the tippy top of the move, pressing the floor away from us, pulling the front ribs into the back ribs, belly button into the low back. There you go, good. We wanna be able to find that push, 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 and then making sure that space between the hip bones pulls all the way in on that squeeze. Inner thigh and outer thigh helps your leg track upwards. So making sure that you're not kicking the knee out to the side. We wanna make sure that we feel connected to the floor underneath us. That left leg, it's probably gonna be shaking after all. That left leg is your stability here. Whew, find that lift, lift, lift. Squeeze again, and then from here, in 7, in 6, you got 5. We got our last leg block coming up. In 4, meeting on our back for our frog glute bridges. In 3, 2, and here it comes. From here, feet together, laying down on our back. One more time with these robot arms. You are going to lift your hips up into the sky and then coming back down again. So with the feet together and the knees apart, we're a lot more glute focused on this one. As we get that squeeze, tailbone aims towards in between the knees and maybe even higher than that if you can. So once again, trying to find a tempo that works for you. Okay, for me, more than one breath is ideal on the lift up, never holding our breath as we do these exercises. And on the way down, making sure that we lower with control. So when you push your forearms down, when you push your upper arms down, there you go, you want to be able to feel the actual squeeze in the glutes, focusing on not just the motion that you're doing, but you want to actually feel the muscles that we're trying to work. After all, the goal of the exercise, it's not just to pump your hips up and down. The goal of the exercise, squeeze your glutes, connect everything back into the core. You guys, we've got 7. We've got 6. In 5, get ready for that. Hold it up in 3, 2, and squeeze. Hold for 6. For 5, we're gonna take this into our froggy pumps for the hamstrings, laying down on our stomach in 3, 2, and 1. From here, headed into our hamstring frogs, laying down on your stomach. You can make a little pillow for yourself or go forehead down. You're going heels together, and then we're gonna squeeze our heels up into the ceiling. Good, so as you get that squeeze up, glutes are working, pull, 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 pull. Nice and slow on the way down. Good, so getting the glutes, getting the hamstrings on this one, making sure that you still have your core engaged. So imagine like you're laying on a pile of ice cubes here, okay? You don't just want your abs resting down on the floor, but rather, even though we're on our abs here, we've got them pulled up into the body, finding that lift. Chin, hopefully tucked a little bit towards your chest if you've got yourself forehead down. And then as you get that squeeze here, nice, being able to feel where the tippy top parts of your glutes are, the hamstrings, that's backs of the legs, they're really gonna start to cook on this one. We got 6, we got 5, in 4, get ready for that, hold it up on this one, 3, 2, hold. Okay, team, you're doing a great job. We got little pulses, we got 5, we got 4, you're gonna meet me in that panda position. Oh yeah, you were still ending in pandas. 3, 2, and 1, here it comes. On the hands and on the toes. Catch your breath, and then getting back into upper body, getting back into core. We're turning this into panda walkouts. So walking the hands out into this plank position, and then bending the knees as we come back in. Good. So from here, you're gonna feel quads on both of the legs. That's front of the thighs cooking. We're really precise on this walk as we take it out, out, out. Whew. And then from here, in 10 seconds time, guys, we have our final block of exercises. In 7, in 6, here for 5, here for 4. You're gonna meet me in a boat pose position on your butt, heels up in 3, 2, and 1. Here it comes. Boat pose, sit on your tush, heels in front of you. Now from here, you can use your hands to help at first, right? We wanna make sure we have this posture just right. If you got your legs really good, you're gonna feel the legs get a little of that shaky shake going on. That's okay, that's a good thing. I like that. Feel your inner thighs squeeze together, chest open, and then from here, let's add a little extra balance to it. Arms are coming up, and then one arm at a time. You're gonna take your arm out to the side for a little tap. Arm comes right back up again. Other side, arm goes for that little tap, and right back again. Now, if you do need to modify, you're welcome to set your heels down. You're welcome to have your arms just back behind you, right, using one arm to help you post. Other than that, it's an anti-rotation exercise. So I'm working pretty hard here to keep my body from swaying side to side as I do this. And then, in 10 seconds time, really officially back into that center core. We're going scissor kicks. We'll get to lay on our back. I am looking very much forward to it. In 3, 2, and 1, scissor kicks, here it comes. Slide your hands underneath your butt, legs extend out. You can start with little baby scissors. You wanna think about your center abs muscles pressing down into the body. And as we get this little kick, 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 we wanna make sure that we don't have any strain in the back of the neck. So you can always modify by having the head down. Other than that, hands underneath your butt to help support. And then let's see if we can make these scissors a bit bigger and slower. There you go. Once you have more space to move, I want you to take a little longer to get there. Are we breathing? Are we still breathing? Good. We got 10, 9, here for 8. We've got our last panda position coming up so soon, I know. We got 5, we got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's flip it around. Hands down, toes down, knees up. Oh my goodness, team. From here, separate your feet a little bit wider. We've got our panda shoulder taps. So holding your stability, we go shoulder tap, tap, feet wider is gonna help you a ton to keep you more stable. And then from here, you wanna make sure that we're not rocking too much side to side. Really push the hands down. Oh man. And then it wouldn't be a Pilates class if we couldn't end in plank here. So in 7, in 6, you're gonna meet me in your high plank position. We'll walk it out in 3, 2, and 1. You're in your high plank. Squeeze the legs together. Press your quads into the hamstrings. Look 2 feet in front of you. And then from here, one final thing to go, team. We've got our plank knee to elbow. You take your knee to your elbow. We're gonna step back to plank position, taking our knee to elbow, stepping right back to plank. So as we get this knee to elbow in, your front ribs into back ribs, your belly button pulls into the low back, finding that squeeze. Try not to shake side to side. And then as you pull your lats down onto your body, we got ourselves our final 8, final 7, last 6. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. The knees come down. You can take yourself into that really Well-deserved child's pose here. Pressing that mat away from you. Oh, walking yourself back up to sitting. Oh, frame family. I feel so good. Thank you guys so much for joining me for this. As always, spend a little time rolling around. Do something that feels so very, very good for you. And I will see you next time here on the mat, or I'll see you on the reformer. Thanks, guys.